Good morning. My name is Juan Pablo Figueroa Ortiz, and according to the requirement of this course, I'm going to record my video. So this is about the activities, the storyteller, my vacation. All right. What I want you to take into consideration is answering all those kind of questions that why I just having this vacation. And well, my unforgettable vacation began 3 years ago. That is on June 2022. Here I was meeting with my belongings. My family told me that we should change our routine because most of the time we just did the same thing, right? So were you thinking about what place did we visit, right? We visited, we chose the city. We chose Medellin because I was born and raised in that breathtaking city. But I left Medellin some time ago because the Secretary of Education just appointed me just to work in a faraway pueblo that is Sardin. So I thought that I could do karaoke, which is something I like the best. And I remember that 2 years ago I won a prize singing live, and I could climb, and also I could climb Murder Pan de Azúcar, as we used to call it, because when I was a child, I just to climb out this mountain. The way of transportation the transportation is that we rode to get to Medellin. It was with the bus. It was really eventful trip because eventful mean that there are many incidents like landslides, mudslides by the road to Sinifanab that we could arrive safe at last because many passengers during the 3 years they vomited or they puked. It's an expression in English, and many people got bad disease because of police, because of the turn or police checkups. But finally, we arrived in the city as soon as we expected to. Actually, my whole family accompanied me just to the vacation. As you see in the picture, I have my older son, my younger son. Before that, we were enjoying and we ordered some soft drinks. By the time we talked about our next steps, our acquaintances came across, and we planned future events. What to do in our leisure times. Some of the activity that we like most of the time. So this is what kind of activities did we do in my vacation that are unforgettable for me. Because it was a long time that I haven't been to the city, or at least I just went and spent some day in a city for, but not as a vacation. So there were very interesting activities in vacation. We were very impressed for us to visit the malls, eating in the Chinese restaurant or eating French fries or ribs. We visited outdoor patios. We browsed around the craft store. We like to browse around. Somebody told me, "Excuse me, when I helping?" I said, "No, just browsing around." Also, we hang out for a long time. We usually when we go to the mall. We went to the gallery. At last, we were exhausted we were really excited for everything we have done. Also, what kind of habit did I used to have when we went on vacation? Well, before we used to go to recreation facility and doing the same thing. Swinging back and forth, in the swing, or also this was really very eventful, but there is not so much to do in a field in a facility resort here in our town. But anyway, I liked it. My wife used to take a picture. Someone told me that we should change and go to another place. So my family said we should change and go to another place a little further and practice on scuba diving or something like that. But anyway, I used to ride my bikes in that time for a change. Then, in what my actual vacation is different from the last vacation. Well, as I told you, to a certain extent, in many ways, because we used to do the same thing, right? Uh, you just my father. I remember my father used to drop me off at the same summer camp. And I was a boy scout, and it was hard to say that. We always found the same moss in the lake or the pool. But as a father, we used to visit the same cascades or recreational centers. But we used to pull the same plants, even though it was some years ago. But we used to enjoy other long hikes anyway. Long hikes. So this vacation was we made up our minds to do something different. We were attending concerts at the Bolivar Park, and we hung around for a while. Went to the Pueblito Paisa. I don't know if you have ever heard about Pueblito Paisa, which is like an imitation of an Antioqueña pueblo with all the church and the sort of what you can find in a small town. But this is a recreational facility, I think, just to watch the whole city, because it is just on a hill where you can watch the whole city. Okay. As a conclusion, I can say that the last vacation was remarkable in a way that it couldn't be forgotten. How could I forget the train station, or the how could I forget enjoyment when I rode the cable car? How could I forget? How could I forget? Excuse me, the cultural building. How could you forget all this beauty downtown in Medellin? So actually, this is very different from the other vacation we have. Okay, this is what Pablo Figueroa Ortiz, and he just sent me my requirement for this level. Have a good day, teacher.